Assalamu alaikum, this is video 3. Anyway, yeah, they don't want you to go back to your heritage. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. I'm your black sister. I'm your black sister. Okay? And you're my white sister. They don't want us to get to know one another. They don't want that because they know if we know one another, you're gonna realize we're the same. And we're going to be friends. We're going to be family. You know? And they're afraid you might come home and stay and marry your brother or your sister. And they don't want that. And then you would become dangerous. Black people are dangerous to their commercial power. Because if black people knew the truth about themselves, they stand in their dignity and take and claim their throne. Claim their position, and that would show the Zionists as a fraud, a deception. It's almost the same as Christ coming, when Christ comes back, or when the prophet born of a virgin, when he returns and exposes that deception. So you coming home, they don't want that because they know then you become dangerous because then you have your soul power to act in. So they want to keep you weak. Okay, that's the game they're playing. Okay. Okay, so they know that they're Black African Bantu Hebrew. Okay, they know that the Black African Bantu can destroy, their deception. Okay, so that's why they want to keep them oppressed and keep the race misogynized through miscegenation. Okay. Anyway. So commercial power, white power is commercial power, okay? And they want to continue to induce that through commercial power, use it to create hate, and segregation or separation, okay, between the humanity, okay? And they want to induce hate among humanity by separating everybody. Okay, when in reality humanity has to separate from the Zionists because they have no soul. They're not human like us. Okay, they're beasts, demonic beings, and when somebody doesn't have a soul, they're easy for possession. Right? Remember, the soul is a dead thing a person can claim. Okay, they claim that soul because nobody else claims it. That's what the birth certificate is about: claiming somebody's soul. Okay, claiming their soul. Okay, acting in their name. They're acting your name. Okay, they do things in the name of Americans, right? Kill the Palestinians in the name of Americans, right? Okay, so anyway, they want to induce hate among humanity. Okay, and they want humanity to hate the divine black beauty of their humanity, of their own flesh and blood. The black, African, and Arab nations are to be hated, and they are to be hated the most because they have they are the closest related to the true children of Israel, the true children of Abraham, Prophet Abraham alayhi salam, and thus can claim the heritage, the legacy. Okay. Now, as I said, they are the closest related to the legacy, for it is through the Kemetic, Egyptian black woman. Okay, it is through the Egyptian black woman, Hajar, that the Semitic race of Abraham, and the black Arab is where the black Arabs, conjoin, right? Where it conjuncts, where the African and Arab nation conjuncts. Okay, that's where they conjunct. They conjunct at not Sarah, but Hajar, the Egyptian. They conjunct in Egypt with Hajar and Prophet Abraham alayhi salam, with Hajar, Abraham's wife, Hajar, and Abraham alayhi salam. Okay, when they produced their product of love, Ishmael. Okay, So the Arabs, that's why I said the Arabs and the Africans are blood related. They are close. They are related through, as I said, Ishmael, through the blood of Ishmael. Okay? He is the life. He is the father of the new father of many nations. Not all nations, but many nations. He's the new father of many nations. Okay? Okay. So it was through the Kemetic black Hajar and Abraham, the father of many nations, was to arise. Okay? With the birth of his son Ishmael, not Isaac. Not Isaac. Isaac could not have produced, could not be the father of many nations. How could he if he was a product of the same nation? You can't get diversity out of one. You can get diversity out of two. You know, duality creates diversity. Duality produces diversity, not the one. Okay, and Sarah and Abraham were of the same nation, so they were one. They needed that difference to create many nations. If it was just Isaac, it would have been one nation. But with Hajar, it made it many nations, because the African within the African nation is all nations, right? So having a child with Hajar, the Egyptian, made it many nations, right? So it was not Isaac, for Isaac was of one nation, of Sarah and Abraham, okay? Now, and it is also through the claim of Isaac that the synagogue of Satan seeks to claim the Holy Land. It seeks to claim, the synagogue of Satan seeks to claim to be the head of all nations, and even the of Arab Ham. They claim to be the nation of Arab Ham. Okay, Arab Ham, Abraham. Okay, now, so Arab Ham could not even claim, not even Arab Ham, Abraham, not even Arab Ham, Abraham could claim to be the father. You know, he could not claim to be the father of many nations without Hajar, without the black woman. Remember, we said the black woman, you have to have a black woman to start a new nation. Okay, to start a nation, right? To start, if it's going to be in sync with the universe, right? The universal aspect of creation as it relates to humanity, with the black cosmos and the sun and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so not even Arab Ham could claim to be the father of many nations without the aid of the black woman, the womb of Ra, right? Okay, so Arab Ham could not claim to be the fathership of many nations without planting seeds into Kemet, into the black woman, okay, the black mother of all nations, Masari el Madunya, mother of the world. Kemet is Masari el Madunya, mother of the world. Okay, and mother Masari is Egypt. Egypt is Kemet. So Masari el Madunya is Kemet, is mother of the world, meaning black mother of the world. Okay. Now, so the black woman is the mother of the world. The black woman is Masari el Madunya, Kemet el Madunya. Egypt is mother of the world. Kemet is mother of the world. Okay. So she's mother of humanity, and even while, okay, and even the white ones. So she's Masari el Madunya even to her European babies, okay, her European sons and daughters, okay. They've spread out into the world far and wide to reach every corner of the world. They are too. The European people are the seeds of the woman as well. They have a heart. They have a black soul. Okay, they have this solar energy, soul power. Okay, they are not of that demon seed of Khazar, white children born of the unholy seed of the Khazar, Gog and Magog, synagogue of Satan, right? Israeli Likud abomination. Okay, so the European people are of Masri El Madunya. Yo mama is black. Yo mama looks like me. Okay, get it? Don't get it right. Okay, now so they're black African. They look like they're black. Did I change that page? Let me make sure. I think I've been there before. Yeah, I've been there before. You know, there's a saying: if you got curly hair, black people been there, because it's nappy hair. Okay, it's representative of the universe, that electrical energy. Okay, that's what it represents. Okay, so, and just as the entire commercial system is contingent upon the dollar. See, you take away the D, you got Allah. Okay, they just try to switch it up and twist your brain a bit by putting that R on there, but it's dollar. Okay, so it's a dollar bill. Allah is in that dollar. They got the name Allah in that dollar. So you take off the R and just go dollar. You got Allah in there. Okay, vowels are interchangeable. You got that A. You got Allah in the dollar. So Allah is in the dollar. It's spiritual power. Okay, it represents black power. Represents commercial power. Okay, everything foundation upon the black power. Okay, so while they got you running around being racist, playing this game, okay, they know where the real power rests, okay, and it ain't in white power, okay. Now, so we said the system is a commercial system. The whole global economic system is contingent upon the dollar, the black power, okay. The dollar bill, y'all, okay. The dollar bill is contingent upon the copper tone penny, right? The copper tone penny. So when you think of the copper tone penny and you see that Abraham Lincoln on there, you naturally think Abraham Lincoln freed those Africans who were enslaved. Okay, the contraband in an institution of slavery. Okay, so when you think about that copper penny and you see Abraham Lincoln, you automatically think of a black man or a black person, not just man, black person, Africa. You automatically think of African people. Okay, so that's the consensus they want you to draw when you see that penny, because it's that one penny, like Atlas, supports the whole world on his shoulder, right? The whole entire economic system, that one penny. That's how strong black power is. That's how strong your black power is, white person that you're denying, okay, for yourself, okay? Now, so I want to hear white people say black power too, okay? Because when you're talking about black power, when you're hollering black power, you're really saying soul power, and you're speaking of yourself. Okay, so I want to hear black people say black power. I want to throw up the black fist. Okay, I want to see that black fist because it represents you too, white soul power, black person. Okay, okay, so it's contingent upon that penny. Okay, and like the global economy is contingent upon the father of many nations, the penny of many nations, so too is this commercial system. So too is commercial power dependent on that penny, that black soul power, like Atlas lifting the whole weight off his on his shoulder, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulder. That would be the black man. Okay, with that soul power, it's just that powerful, it's just that commercially powerful. Commercial white power is commercial black power. Commercial black power is commercial black soul power from solar power, from the seed of the black Masri El Madunya, Kemet El Madunya, mother of the world, black mother of the world, the black Madonna that is worshipped in the church, right? The black Diana, right? So it's contingent upon that black power from the seed of the black woman, Masri El Madunya, the Bantu black mama of the world. Okay, there is no white power that is supreme because there is no true white power. It is all white power is all commercial power. It is all fake. It is all phony. It is all Dajjal. It is all Antichrist. It is all pagan. It is all Gentile. Okay? Now, thus, there is no white power supremacy. There is only black power, divine black power, and it is supreme. It is supreme black power. Divinity is supreme. Divinity is supreme. Supreme. So if you got a good heart, okay, if you got a good heart, then you, okay, are, okay, supreme. That's what makes you supreme, okay, is your white heart, your good heart. That's what makes you superior, okay, as it relates to the seed of the woman, okay, and the father, Abraham, okay, because the seed of the woman is from Abraham. That seed is supposed to come from Abraham. The seed comes from Abraham, but it was planted in the black woman, okay, to be the father of many nations. So the seed is the seed of the woman, the soul of the woman, the spirit of the woman. That's why they said the seed, the what they say, the heart of the woman, the heart of the sea. That they're talking about the Red Sea, the cycle, the womb, okay? That's the Red Sea, is that cycle that she gets every month, okay? That's the holy Red Sea when it bleeds out, okay? And the seed comes out of that sea, okay? And Abraham is the holy father of that seed, okay? The seed that is within the woman, okay? Now, and Ishmael would be the father of many nations, okay? Not Isaac. Thus, those who claim to be Jews, Christians, and Muslims, they are the spiritual branch of the black seed of the woman. Because Abraham, the Bible wasn't in Abraham's time. Prophet Isa, alayhi salam, was not in Prophet Abraham, alayhi salam's time. Moses, the one they call Moses. I won't say Jesus because Jesus is that Christian, European name. Not Christian, but European stuff. Okay, his name was Esau. Esau. E-S-S-A. When he comes back, he's going to come back as E-S-S-A. Not, and that's why they try, well, I won't go there. But, yeah, that's going to be the name he comes in, not Jesus. Okay, Jesus, I think they said they didn't even have a J at that time. So if they didn't have no J, how could they spell his name with a J? Okay, now, anyway, so if there, yeah, so Musa was not here. Moses, that's the name Moses. Musa was not born at the time of Prophet Abraham. So about the spiritual, about being a Jew or a Christian and claiming the seed of, the prophecy, the legacy, to be only exclusive for Jews, and the Jews will say it's just for them, and the Christians will say it's just for them, and they don't believe in Muslims. Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but nonetheless, because they want to exclude the Africans and the Arabs from the legacy. They want to claim it for themselves. The Jews want it for themselves, and the Christians want to claim it for themselves. But nonetheless, there's no such thing as a Jew or a Christian in Prophet Abraham's time. So how could you claim even anything to the legacy? You have, in order for you to claim it, you're gonna have to go through through the legacy of Hajar and Ishmael. You're going to come through Islam. Okay? Because that's where the seed is. That's where the legacy is. That's the branch of legacy is going to come through. Okay? So Jews, Christians, and Muslims are spiritual branches of the black seed of Hajar, of the woman, of Masri el-Madunya, Kemet el-Madunya. Okay? Hajar, and that's who Masri el-Madunya is. Okay? Represents at this time. Okay? That's the seed of the woman, the mother of the world. Okay? And the mother of the believing world, okay, as it relates to Prophet Abraham and the legacy, and okay. So Sarah could not give birth to a nation. Sarah could not do that because Sarah was not. She didn't have that. Okay, she didn't have all that. She had some of that, some of it, But she didn't have all of that. Enough to let it go for generations and generations. She didn't have that hue where it could last a lifetime. Where it could stand the heat. She didn't have that. Okay? She didn't have that. You need that what's that charcoal, what's it called? Carbon. You need that carbon atom. You need that carbon in your skin, in your body, that hue that's going to burn, that's going to tolerate the years of the burning and the stress. That's what that burning is, the stress. You're going to need that hue. Okay? That's what, think about the amount of energy it takes for the diamond to be, for the carbon to become diamond. That's how much heat the body has to stress, the body has to endure before it purifies and become that diamond. So you need hue for that. Without that hue, that strong soul is going to burn up. Right? Okay. Now, so, yeah, that Masri al-Maduni is that black woman, that hue, that Hajar, where the Arabs and the Muslims, the Africans meet in Hajar. Okay? Now, so, that seed of the woman, which they're trying to destroy now, right? Okay, so because the mother of humanity is a black woman, and this is a historical fact. Do your research. You don't believe, if you ever don't believe in somebody, go prove them wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay? Do your research. Okay? And you're going to find all them roads leading back to Africa. You're going to find yourself walking back to Africa, and you better take some what's that called? That stuff that skin protector, that has that UV stuff in it to protect you from the UV rays. You better take some of that with you, okay, to protect you. If you don't believe me, you take some of that UV stuff back with you, that skin protecting stuff, and walk all the way. Let your roads lead you back to Africa, okay? Okay. Your research will lead you back to Africa. So do your research, and if you don't believe me, do your research. I don't care if you believe me or not, but do your research. Okay, you need to do that anyway. You need to do that anyway. Okay, whether you believe me or not, do your research. You need for your own self, your own good. Okay. So the Zionists do not want the world to see and discover their black roots. That your soul power is your roots. Get up in your roots and have some fun. Party. You need to party in your black roots. Okay, with your black family. Have some fun. I know I would. I do. I don't would. I do. I have fun. I enjoy. Being black is a lot of fun. Even if you're by yourself, it's a lot of fun because you got the music and you feel the music. When you get into your soul, you feel the music so intense and it makes you dance. And if you can feel that music and enjoy the intensity, you can play with the energy and the music, and it's just so fun. Even having a soul is nice. You know, alhamdulillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what you got to protect in this world. More so than your body. You got to protect your soul. Because that's what the outcast spirit wants. He wants you, the soul of humanity. That's why he's repressing black people so bad. He wants that soul. Then once he gets that, thinks he can get that soul, then he can work on the weaker souls. The ones with, with less, intensity to it. Less strength in it. And to it. The ones with less solar power, he can try to get theirs because they'll be easier. They won't be as strong. You need your black brothers and sisters to help keep you strong. So anyway, so humanity, they don't want them to discover their black soul. That's why they quashed it in the 60s, the 60s civil rights movement, right? And they did that with drugs in the communities, right? Killing up the civil rights leaders. Like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the Black Panthers, and others, incarcerating them. There's Mumi Amar Jamal is still in prison. He needs to be let out. Mumi, I'll just say Mumi Jamal. I forget the middle name, but he needs to be out of prison. He was falsely accused and in prison, and as a result, and they lied on him and said he killed a policeman. And there's been evidence trying to get him out, but there's this cabal of racism that's keeping him in. He needs to be let out. Mumi Abu Jabal, I think Mumi Abu Jabal, Mumia Abu Jamal. I know that's part of his name, but yeah, he needs to be let out. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so they incarcerated a lot of them to destroy the civil rights movement, and then put drugs in the community so that they wouldn't go to school because we had desegregation, right? So put drugs all up in the community, and then that can do away with those soldiers, Vietnam soldiers who came back after all them being terrorized from being forced to kill, black children in Asia, right? Anyway, for me, the whole world is black. Okay, even y'all white people. When I see y'all white people, I see black people. I don't see white people. I see black people. I see black. Like the person says, they see, that thing. The other side of life. No, I see. When I look at a human being with less hue than me, I still see a black person. I see a black person. I see myself. I see myself. I see my brothers and my sisters. I see them. That's why there's too many white people, there's too many black people out there, and I only say white because that's what you recognize. That's not what I see, but that's what you recognize. But when I see, let's say hueless white people, black people, I see myself. I see myself. Okay? Now, okay, so they don't want black people to discover their soul again. They don't want them to see that they're the seeds of the woman. Okay? Okay? And when the prophet born of a virgin returns, alayhi salam, he's going to return, he's going to return to, the African race, the black race, the Arab race, when he returns, let me see, make sure I go where I know where I am. Okay, so yeah, they don't want you to discover that who you are, that you're a black man, regardless, or a black woman, regardless of the amount of hue. You can't look at your hue. They want you to look at your hue. That's why they took it out of the heart. Love out of the heart. You don't care about the soul anymore. You're not to care about your soul. You're to care about your hue. How white you are, how black you are, or how Mexican you are, how much hue you have in your skin is how much. The less hue you're to have in your skin is the more you're to love yourself. The more you look like you're to be white, the more society says you're to love yourself. But in reality, the less hue you have, the less strength you have to your soul, the less soul you have, amount of soul you have. So that's why they want you to love yourself as white. But if you start to love yourself as black, they're not going to want that, because you're going to see how much soul you have. You're going to get closer to your soul. You're going to have more power. They don't want you to see that side, so they want you to see white. They don't want you to see your heart. They don't want you to see your heart. They don't want humanity to look at its heart. They want humanity to look on the outside, at their skin, at the man in the mirror. They want you to see your white face. They don't want you to see your heart, that it's your heart. Like the King of Kings tells you about your heart, to love your heart. Like the prophet says, love your heart. To protect your heart. Okay? They don't want you to look at your heart. They want you to look at your skin. Don't look at your heart. Forget about the heart. Look at your skin. The heart don't matter. No, but the heart does matter. That's where your soul is. Look at your soul. Don't look about your skin. Forget your skin. Look at your soul. And then once you see your soul, and you look at people like the drunk, you're going to see they have no soul. You ever see them smile? You ever see them dance? You ever see them be able to just willy-nilly, crack a joke? And that's so funny. Just be happy and excited. Only time he gets excited, or what probably get an erection, is when you see what's her name? Ivan Ka, right? But other than that, you never see him happy and just jolly, and no. All he wants is power, right? Because power, commercial power, makes them feel like they have a soul. It makes them feel good, right? When they can have control over people who have a soul, it makes them feel powerful. That makes them feel like they have a soul. Then they get happy. Other than that, no. You don't see them. They don't have no rhythm, no movement. They all stiff, like corpses, because they are corpses. And you can see many, European Americans. They can get down. They get down. I mean, look at what's his name. Timberlake, Justin Timberlake. That nigga can get down. Okay, there are many. It was that other one. Boys on the Block, New Kids on the Block. I think I don't remember the name, but they could get down. There are many of them could get down. What's her name? Oh, she was one of my favorites. Lauper, Cyndi Lauper. Oh my God, that was my girl. That was my homie. She could sing like, I mean, that sister has soul. Has soul. So many of y'all got soul. Euro Americans got soul. Okay, and they don't like that. They don't want you to identify. That's why they separated music, soul music, genres of music, soul music, classic music, music. They want to separate the soul out, so you don't feel your soul. They don't want you to get used to ooh, woo, yeah. In the churches, when they start to feel the soul, they start to jumping around and hollering and screaming and shouting and ooh, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. They start to feel their soul, right? Okay, they don't want y'all to feel that. That feel too good, make you happy, feel too good. Okay? They don't want you jumping and shouting and shaking it all about. No, they don't want you feeling that holiness. This was in yourself. Okay? They don't want you to feel that white power, commercial power. And when you ain't got the commercial power, that white power, when you ain't got no white power, what do you feel? What do African, what do you know, fully hued people feel? Hued people like, you know, the hued people feel when they don't get commercial power. They feel bad. They feel very bad. That's how y'all, the Hewletts, that's how Euro Americans feel. African Americans feel bad when they don't have the commercial power. But they got soul power to manifest commercial power because it's built on them anyway. If you ever get out of the mind of the commercial mind, because commercial mind ain't got no real power, no soul power. You got the power. You got to use that to manifest. Okay? But Euro Americans, when you ain't got no commercial power, you feel like your African brothers and sisters. You feel like them. You feeling like them now. That's why a lot of y'all voted for the Trump. Because you feel like niggas. Because you are niggas. If you depended on commercial power and not on your soul. Okay? So if you ain't got no commercial power, y'all feel bad too. Y'all happy and jolly when you got commercial power. But if you get into your soul, you're going to have a lot of power. Okay? Now, so the Zionists don't want you to discover your soul. Okay? Okay. They don't want the Arab man and the African man to know they're brothers. Okay? They're from the same mother. They don't want the Arab man and the African man to get together and know that they're brothers. You know, that they come from the same mother. Okay, they are part of each other. They don't want that because they know then the African man's going to fight for that his Arab brother too, and the Arab is going to fight for his African brother, just like the Iranians set the Africans free when the hostages were took in Iran. And why were the hostages took? Because Zionism was, you know, had constantly intervene in their government. You know, they continue to prop up dictators who persecuted the people, and they constantly tried to get America to stop, but America wouldn't listen. So as a result, when they had their revolution, you know, it was supposed to be only for a little while to storm the embassy to get the Americans out, but it turned into something else. But they let the Africans go because they knew the Africans were their brothers and they've been persecuted here too. But it's just to send a message to America that, you know, this time for oppression needed to end. That's why they did it as a sign. They didn't try to kill him, you know, but they wanted America to know, stop intervening in other people's country and other people's business. Mind your own goddamn fucking business. Stop propping up leaders in our country that kill them. That's all they were saying. And the Trump wants to go back there and continue that policy like an ignorant ass piece of shit. Anyway, and he wants to do so with the aid of the Antichrist, right? The Baron Antichrist. Anyway, so they don't want the Arab and the black person to know they're brothers, okay? And the prophet's going to be born of an African, Because if he wasn't African, he wouldn't. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to go into Egypt, Miriam to go into Egypt, she would have been noticed if she was white. She wasn't European. She wasn't European. I'll put it that way, not white, but she wasn't European. Okay, she was African. She had her hue. She had to come. The prophet born of a virgin had to come from Ra. Okay, he had to come from the seed of the woman. Okay, so don't get that twisted either. Okay, and when he returns, he's gonna look like the seed of the woman. Okay, he's gonna have his hue. Okay, so as I said, when he returns, he's gonna look like Masada el Madunya. Okay, Kemet el Madunya, Kemet, mother of the world. He's gonna look like the seed of the woman. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to video 4. Salam alaikum, or video 3. Yeah, video 4. Salam alaikum.